welcome to the Moonstamp Cast. I don't have an opening joke, and I have been so tired and so burnt out, so I'm taking time off work. So this is like, I would say it's Drunk Jorden podcast, but it's actually Trader Joe's Pineapple Sparkling Water podcast. So we're
arguably
fine.
more dangerous.
Arguably more dangerous. I'm gonna have to hit that mic button more often because I don't know what kind of bubbles are gonna happen in my stomach. I imagine not great because my only sustenance today has been a slice of brie cheese that I bought for the steak night I had with my girlfriend. So with all that said, there's no opening joke, very few notes. I'm just kind of here. I think I'm just kind of here so I don't get fined. It's been, honestly, Brian,
If I'm being completely honest, I almost punted on this week. I almost texted you. I was like, I don't know if we need a show this week because I watched the Rockets games and I watched the Astros games, and neither are fun to talk about. And that was about it. I really didn't consume that much other sports besides that.
Well, there have been like 4 games that mattered since in the NBA playoffs. NHL playoffs, I need to start paying attention to. We can also call this a one mulligan if we want at some point. I'm not going to fight you on it. Because my entire obsession this past couple weeks have been Pokemon cards. Because I got back into the hobby not too long ago. I started with Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Because I love Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And we still love Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I have also a story to tell you in a second about something that I can't tell you on the podcast because it reveals personal information. But I got back into Pokemon cards themselves. Oh, we open up some Yu-Gi-Oh cards here.
No, pokes. It's the pokes.
Pokes. Well, so
pokes. This is I think my best ones that I have. I don't really know if you can see it.
Okay,
I see it.
Okay.
Special.
Yeah, no, I mean it's cool.
Rare ones.
I like it. So they have like these full art illustrations now.
Full arts.
I want to collect those. The illustration
full arts are
rares.
so cool.
Just because like it's fun, and I got an ortho worm last night at this card shop in Houston. And it just looks like Dune. I thought it was really cool, and I really liked that. It was $7, $7
for a full art.
Full art, yeah. Like it's one of the cheaper ones.
Yeah, I was about to say that's pretty cheap for a full art.
There are some that are like $300 or like $1,000, and there's some like the ones I like so far that are like.
Oh, I got a full art. Tyranitar.
Hell yeah, I like that. So I've gotten back in. I went to a card show this past weekend, which was really cool.
Where was it at?
It was somewhere off Bissonnette. And not that Bissonnette, I imagine. It was by like a Texas Children's. It was like Charlie's Collectibles or something. It was a fun time. I had a lot of fun there. There's a lot of stuff. I still I'm new to this portion. Like I still have Pokemon cards from back in the day. They're all crumpled up and torn in my parents' or my bedroom closet in my parents' house.
Yeah, mine are too, somewhere like that.
Yeah, so they're there. I also have a bone to pick with younger Jorden because I remember having like early edition Yu-Gi-Oh cards back in the day. And I still have a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards there, but there are certain.
Just found this, by the way, so I'm not going to go through them all. I'll go through them all and present them for next week.
Well, I was going to say I know that I had early edition like Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician. Like I had really good ones, and I have no clue where they are. I've searched my entire closet from my childhood bedroom, nothing in there. I have no clue. Like I've searched the desks. I know they exist. They exist for sure because either someone threw them away, which at that point that would be murder, or younger Jorden did something to them to where older Jorden, when he was a couple of years ago, I was like, I should find those. Can't find them anywhere, and it does drive me insane every time I think about it because I know they exist. I had them, and I don't know where they went. So I feel like the guy with like the 13 Bitcoins on his phone he can't open.
He's got like 2 passwords left, 2 password attempts left.
Yeah. Except I don't have password attempts. I just have closet searches. But again, with him, I haven't lived there in years. So I imagine that, the time of my parents moving things around has come and gone. So I have no clue where I'm ever going to find those. One day I will find them. I just not today. So that's what my obsession has been lately as well. So that's why I've not been like great about sports. And like, I know sports are happening. I think we both know sports are happening. The NBA playoffs are so slow, and so I think it's hard to pay attention. I actually wore my Maple Leafs jersey today because I needed to wear something because I took the day off work, so I needed to find something to wear that wasn't, Usually I wear whatever I wear to work on the podcast. Today I was like, fuck, I'm wearing a shirt. So I should wear something. So that's where I don't know. This is probably gonna be a shitty podcast too, but like
it's not gonna be great. It's not gonna be long. It's kind of just no offense to anyone that's listening. I don't know why you would take offense to this. No offense to us, I guess. Today's kind of just a date because I'm getting kind of burnt out with school and everything I've been having to do getting the house ready. Because, by the way, house ownership, there's always something to do, and it's been nonstop. And now I got to prepare for over the weekend. This is a steak too juicy moment. I'm waking up early on Saturday to go play golf with a friend that's coming into town, and then from there I'm coming home, trimming a brisket and smoking it over all night over for Mother's Day because my mother-in-law is coming over, and then I have to do a bunch of other cooks because I'm kind of taking on our friend Blake Blackmar's role. I'm gonna make beer cheese. I'm gonna make jalapeno poppers, the brisket. I might make ribs as well because ribs are so easy. And then I'm smoking some salmon for myself for the week. That's gonna be my meal prep. So Saturday and Sunday are gonna be super busy, and it's just been that's been every weekend for us. It's just shit like that where it's like there's no rest. So yeah, man, it's a downtime for sports. You and I are kind of getting our ass kicked in our personal lives. So this is kind of just we're just trying to get something out there just to keep this thing consistently rolling as possible.
Yeah, and like I think this week I'll get back to videos and stuff like that. I always say I'm going to get back to writing. I actually have time for the next 3 days to write. But yeah, I do the same thing. And like, not to commiserate and this be like kind of shitty, like podcast, but like, yeah, I don't even have any personal time. Like, there's always something to do. There's always more things to do. There's always another thing to see, to get done, to errand to run, especially when you really can't do it during the week. Until like I sit in front of my phone all the time. Like actually I have this past week, but that's because I'm so burnt out.
Because you took vacation time to do so, which is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. Well, I started yesterday. I was like, I talked to my boss and he was like, don't have Teams on your phone. Don't look at emails. Don't answer a single fucking thing. I'm like, okay, dog, I'm okay with that. I'm not going to do a single thing.
Listen, I'm not one of those boomer, like my job matters more than my life. This job doesn't give a fuck about me. Not saying your boss doesn't give a fuck about you. I'm saying the job doesn't give a fuck about you.
Oh, I know.
So it's just like if I'm taking PTO, baby,
I'm taking PT. It's not pay time off. It's a piss taken off. I don't know.
So like, at the hospital, sometimes we'd be short staffed. So people or our team lead would call people that are off or on PTO and be like, listen, if you're in town, like we could really use you today. We're getting killed. I told my team lead, I love her. She was just the sweetest old lady alive. And I was like, Miss Annie, if I'm off and if I'm available, I could maybe do it. But if I'm on PTO, that phone don't ring.
Don't call.
That phone don't ring. And she was like, that is what PTO is for. I totally understand that. And then she kind of leaned in and she was like, however, sometimes, some people, they like to double dip. So they're like, oh, I'll technically save some PTO here if I just come in for 4 hours and I can use that later. And that was her trying to incentivize me, I think, a little bit. But I was like, no, because I leave town most of the time when I take PTO. So it's like, even if I wanted to, I'm not getting on a flight.
This is the only time I think I've ever taken PTO and not gone on some sort of vacation or had something to do.
Dude, staycation fucks.
This is just a little staycation, clean up the place, get stuff done, do some like projects. I need to make vanilla bean paste again. Haven't wanted to do that recently. So like, I have things that need to get done and that I'm going to get done, but I'm going to do it slowly and chilly, and I'm gonna play some Persona 5 and some
I just started that. I started my replay through last night, and then I got distracted on my phone, so I got to you know how you do the casino at the beginning and you're just kind of jumping through. I did that and then got to the first interrogation, and then I kind of stared at my phone for about 45 minutes, and I looked up and I was like, it's 11:30 at night. Fuck, save, go to bed.
Oh, well, yesterday, one of the reasons I had no time is we couldn't cook till later. I went to my girlfriend's nephew's baseball game, and her other nephew, her older nephew, has been collecting Pokemon cards.
Nice.
And asked us to bring our collections.
Nice.
And like, I brought a 10. I have a 10 somewhere of just like cards. It's bulk cards that I don't have in my collection that come with the packs. Yeah, just bulk cards. And I brought that for him to like look at. I'm like, you can have literally anything you want in there. I don't care about any of this. And like, I have other binders. I have like a couple binders. One binder is like nothing from here because these are like the expensive ones. But this binder, like, if I don't care about it, you can have it. But there were kids crowding around the tent. I was like, y'all can all have one card each. They were like so excited. They were getting like,
very
like,
cute.
Like it was fun. They were all like what 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I keep saying 6, 7. This podcast.
Pokemon's low-key made a comeback because I remember, like in middle school for us, it was like you still play Pokemon. Yeah. And in high school, it got a little bit better. Like I'd be a little bit more public about it and be like, listen, you're not going to date me anyways. I don't fucking care what you think about me.
And now it's cool, which is shitty. Because now
I'm jealous. Well, now scalpers can also go fuck themselves, by the way. Dude, I hate scalpers.
Scalpers, like as a concept, like even like baseball ticket scalpers to sit out the side of the stadium. Everyone
you're
can go
bad
fuck
people.
Themselves. You're bad people. Like there was that Pokemon Target drop recently where like it got cleared out immediately, and now it's going online for like $1,000. And it's like
that's the only time I buy Pokemon cards is whenever my wife and I go to Target, and I'm like, oh, Pokemon cards. I haven't seen Pokemon cards there in like 6 months.
I think there was one time like my girlfriend and I went to the Target that's by where we live, and I saw two booster packs. I'm like, I'll take them. Like, I'm not going to stop you there. Also, there are these. I'll tell you in a second. I do not have the thing with me, so I can't show you. But yeah, like it's always cleared out. There's always things cleared out. Like I actually hold on, come here. My girlfriend made me buy this for myself because she knows it's one of my favorites. I bought a Glade. Nice. For myself. But like that's there because the scalpers know they can't really turn a profit on that. Then like you go to that card show and there's like, oh, these booster sets, $120. It's like they were $40 at Target. They were $40 online at whatever retailer you got them from MSRP. I blame Logan Paul because I like to blame Logan Paul for a lot of things, but I definitely blame Logan Paul for this one too. With his like, I don't grade cards. I've started to grade cards only if I pull a card that I don't like. Like I'm like, doesn't need to go to my personal collection. This is good for trading. Like if I want to trade for like things I actually want, because people like, people love PSA and they think that's like the end all be all. Even though PSA like scams people 100%. Everyone involved in the Logan Paul Pikachu Illustrator card should be hung. Like they're all scamming people. It is the most horrible thing in the world because that thing is like not a 10. It went for $13 million, which like crazy. And then like Logan Paul is Logan Paul for the record. We don't have to go through that entire thing. But then he sold like the investment shares in his card. So when he sold it, you get money. Didn't give a fuck about that when he sold it for $13 million. So like everyone involved in that is just the worst person alive. And it's part of the reason like Pokemon is no longer for like, as we're adults and we, sometimes collect cards. I like to collect like illustrated rare cards. They're cool. But like, I'm not going to go stand in line to Target at 7 a.m. I'm like, no. If it's in the morning, if I'm at Target, I will look for it. I don't know if I've ever been at Target before like 5 p.m. So I just, whatever. But I hate scalpers and I hate what they've made this like fun, like hobby, like collecting fun stuff into. Yeah, that was right. 4 kids.
100%. It's actually, you're just not a good person. You should feel bad. Oh, but I got to make this money. This is for children. Like we collect it casually. Little Timmy's mom has to stop by after work to pick him up some Pokemon cards. Oh, they're all gone. Such is the reality because scalpers. Mm-hmm. And you know what? The other people that are part of the problem, not to victim blame. People that buy stuff from scalpers, you are fucking up. Nothing should make you pay 20, 30, 40 times the amount something's worth for a piece of cardboard. Mm-hmm. No, you are also part of the problem because you're enabling them because they're making money off this. If they were just doing this and losing all this money, it's like that asshole and during COVID that
toilet paper people
bought like he bought like crates worth of hand sanitizer and he was like, "Ooh, I'll just secondhand sell it." And then no one bought it from him and he was like, "Yeah, I'm out like $40,000 and my garage is just filled with hand sanitizer." Good.
Yeah, I like at the card show, you'd see people who you were like, I know what you're doing. And I remember someone had been talking to me and they're like, oh, everyone's just going to private equity. Like you make so much money in private equity. I'm like, yeah, but like, how do you sleep at night when you do that? Like when you lay your head down on the pillow, how do you sleep at night? Like, you know, every like
Bryce Matthews just homered.
Nice.
And the first time I did that was McCullers struck out Ohtani.
Honestly, good. You know, surprisingly, McCullers has been our probably. Can we say he's been our best pitcher?
Been our.
Was that
he's been our most healthy pitcher. No, Aaron Getty. Aaron Getty's still my goat.
Okay. Lance McCullers Jr. The man. You remember how in like 2017 we all agreed that, or maybe 2019, that we cursed the city for the 2017 win, and every other team had to go to the wayside. The Rockets, you know, I almost said Warriors, Rockets, Texans. I mean, Dynamo, kind of. I mean, they won the U.S. Open Cup like a couple of years ago, but yeah, no one in Houston really cares that much.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. But that said, do you think there's like a curse that, like, yes, it's a monkey paw situation? Lance McCullers Jr. will be healthy, but every other pitcher will not be healthy.
I like that. Yeah. It's like, yeah. Oh, don't worry. Do you want Lance McCullers Jr. to have a healthy season? Yes, of course. I would love that. Oh, he's going to be your healthiest pitcher. Oh, great. Little did I know.
That meant that everyone else was going to go down. As like, we're in May. What's today? May 6th. I feel like every other starting pitcher other than him has gone down already.
I mean, speaking of going down and Astros, the big news of the day is that Carlos Correa is getting season-ending ankle surgery.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm upset with the injury, but I saw some people being like, "Fucking Carlos, of course." No. After the month he just gave us, no. There would be. I'm sorry. He's the only him, Alvarez, Aaron Getty, and Christian Walker, and recently with Bryce Matthews stepping up are the reasons we're alive right now. We're a bad team. But we're in a shitty division. We're not out of. We should be done with the season already. We should be like, this is we're like 15, 20 games back. This sucks. Not 20, but like 15 games back. We're 5 games back. And we're like 14-22 or some shit.
What's the joke we made last season? Like, thank God we're in the worst division in baseball.
It's so true.
And it continues to be true even this season. Like, let me look at the standings real quick to see how
A's are on top.
A's are on top, but they're 18-17. Like, it's not like they're running away.
They're one game above 500.
We are 15-22, and we are 4 games behind. Like, the Angels are 14-23. They are 5 games behind. The Mariners are 17-20, and they're 2 games behind. Like,
dude, we're the division of ass.
We literally the American League West. The AWS should just be ass. Change the West to like just ass. Or AW West. I don't know. Oh, I had an S in there for fun's sake. But yeah, no, it's just like. Also, I looked it up. I was like, how old is Correa? Correa is going to be 32 this year.
We still have
I think a lot of.
years.
Well, I think a lot of I think a lot of Astros fans think of him as like the 23-year-old we all met back in the day. You know, the 23, 24-year-old we all met back in the day when he was the Carlos Correa of 2017 to 2019. And even before that. He's not that guy anymore. He's been gone for a while. He left for the Minnesota Twins for quite a while. He's not the young guy anymore. You're going to have injuries like this now. It just kind of sucks, especially when you play like he does. And that's not a criticism. That is a compliment.
No, he goes balls out.
Yeah.
Also, again, for another week in a row, all my Christian Walker haters, trade Christian Walker in the offseason. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, you said that to our group chat every time he homers. I was like, who the fuck are you talking? Because I don't think
it's not y'all.
Okay. I was like,
none of y'all have ever suggested it. I think you were like, hey, we can maybe try Paredes at first. But hey, this is why you can't fucking do that. We're down both our shortstops, so we need Paredes to play third.
Sorry, I just opened up Twitter to look at Christian Walker haters. Someone posted, the first thing I saw was the current IL. Would you like to know who's on it?
Yeah, I was actually kind of looking for that, so please do.
Okay. Hunter Brown, Carlos Correa, Jeremy Pena, Josh Hader, Christian Javier, Tatsuya Ime. I'm not even halfway through, by the way. Ronel Blanco.
Wait, start over.
All right. Here, let me do this. Let me pull it up for myself. Hunter Brown, Carlos Correa, Jeremy Pena, Josh Hader, Christian Javier, Ime, Blanco, Myers, Diaz, Pearson, Trammell, Loperfido, your boy Wisniewski, and Walter.
14.
And yeah, that's
14 people on IL, and it's May 6th at the time.
Right, there 14 people back on IL, and we can talk about the trading staff in a second. 14 people on IL.
Also, everyone that's saying, "Oh, this team's shit, trade Alvarez," you are so dumb.
Well,
and I know a lot of them are outside other fans being like, lol, let's troll, let's try and get, I want Alvarez because who doesn't? But if you really think that's a possibility, you would have to give up the farm.
Yeah. Oh, Ted Turner died. Sorry, that was just the thing I saw on. Sorry, that was
who?
Ted Turner, the guy, the TBS, the guy who owns Turner.
Oh, Turner Entertainment.
Yeah,
didn't the CNN guy just die too?
I think he is the CNN guy. He
CNN is Turner.
He's the CNN founder and media pioneer.
Oh, I didn't know it was all the same.
Yeah, so all like Turner, so TBS, TNT. Maybe not.
No, I knew that was Turner. I didn't know CNN was Turner.
Yeah, CNN is Turner. It may not be Turner. No, it's sorry, it's Discovery now, but he founded CNN.
Oh, they call it. I thought it was always called the Turner Group.
I don't know what it was called. I know they founded WCW, which was you may know is a wrestling promotion.
WCW.
WCW. They competed with WWE back or WWF when it was back in the early 90s and late 90s to early 2000s. Also, if you ever want to hear about complete mismanagement, that's a great company to hear about. By
the way, I've officially set a time limit to how long we can go.
Okay, good. Because
at 1:42, my food's getting here.
Okay, wonderful. Where are you getting food from?
OK Poke.
Oh,
I've been addicted to poke bowls, and I've been getting them a lot after I lift heavy. Because it's protein and carb for rebuild.
I haven't really worked out in 2 weeks, and it's really starting to drive me insane, but I just don't have the energy to.
It's also probably really, really good for your body to rest and recover.
Yeah. So, with all that said, 14 people on the IL list on the Astros. You have the training staff being negligent in their job. You have pretty not great play. They play well, but
offense has been fine.
Yeah, it's the pitching. It's the pitching that really sucks.
Primarily relief pitching too. That's the worst part.
All that said, Brian, 4 games back in the division.
I still believe, unfortunately. Please, I would rather lose. I'd rather be. This is going to sound so stupid. I'd rather be. What did that be? What was it? So 27? No, it's 37 total. Mm. I'd rather be 7-30 right now than 15-22. And that doesn't make sense. Why would you want to be worse? Because that way I would know this is over. I don't have to care for the next 4 months over this stupid fucking frustrating team that does the same thing every fucking year, which is slow out the gate, figure it out in the middle to give us enough hope, stumble into the playoffs, and then get bitched at since the World Series. Or miss the playoffs like we did last year.
It's like March Madness. Yes, it is really fun when your team's in there, but by the Sweet 16, you're like, fuck, I have to lock in and really care. And every game's about to be hard, except for the games that aren't hard, like Illinois, Houston. And I say as a Houston fan, everyone locks in and goes, okay, well, fuck. Oh no. I'm sorry. I'm just on Twitter now and I just keep seeing things.
Who died?
No one died. You're not going to, I don't know if you're going to like this one. I think we're going to have to discuss this one somewhat quickly because it kind of ties into March Madness. The American Football Coaches Association's Board of Trustees are expected to release its decision to support a 2014 playoff in the elimination of league title games. Now, that's not the NCAA. But that's the American Football Coaches Association's Board of Trustees, which
they're getting rid of. That's
basically they're getting rid of league title games, so no conference championship games.
Ew.
And a 2014 playoff. Now, I don't know if it's going to happen. This is just the CFB coaches, the college football coaches. 2014 playoff.
2014 playoff.
Yes.
If this passes, I don't want to hear shit about Notre Dame ever again. You're getting rid of conference. You're turning it into this works for basketball because you're eliminating games so that you can have a bigger tournament.
Yeah.
You don't need a bigger tournament.
Well, also basketball still has conference. They still have conference champions, and they still have a conference tournament.
No, I'm saying it would work.
Yeah,
no, don't. Well, okay, then this analogy doesn't work because I fucking conference championship weekend is so much fucking fun.
It's so much fun. It's so much fun.
I hate it. I hate it. 24 teams is way too many. You're doubling the amount of teams that we currently have, and every year we have teams that make this 12-team playoff that we look at and go, they got decimated. Maybe it should be 10 teams. Mm-hmm. We're going in the wrong direction.
And also, I don't know if you saw, I think it was last week, 2 weeks ago, the NCAA is trying to change it to 76 teams in March Madness.
I'm going to be honest. If they're making it, like, if they're just going to add games to add more teams, I guess, or to add more eyeballs, because that's all it is. I don't watch March Madness until Thursday of the tip. I don't really watch the play-in games because they're kind of there's the 13 versus the 13 and a 16 versus 16.
It's Texas Southern versus, whatever. Yeah.
I would watch even less teams that aren't supposed to be there because, we have to, stop changing shit. That's perfect.
It's okay. I think we've talked about Adam Silver and how much we hate him for 2 weeks on this podcast. Time to bring his name up again. It's every commissioner and every sports entity other than, for some reason, Roger Goodell they've all become Adam Silver, which is how do we get the most revenue? How do we get the most games? How do we get the most quote unquote eyeballs? How do we just keep expanding, adding and adding and adding to the point where our revenue expands, the share expands, all this expands? Roger Goodell's the only one who's no, we're not going to do that. He keeps people in line. They changed to 17 games, but take one preseason game. Now it's actually, what if we just add more teams? Also, what if we got rid of league title games? So now it's you're a conference champion.
Conference championship games are huge. Fuck that. Yeah. That's the part that I'm more mad about. The 24 teams, I guess I would be happy because I know people are always saying, Notre Dame has basically guaranteed to get into the 12 team. Yeah, there would be no more bitching about that if they extended to 24 teams because Notre Dame is 95% of the time a top 24 team in the nation.
The problem,
all you're going to do is create problems.
Well, and the problem as well is again, like you said, into a 12-team playoff format, there's always a team we look at and go, or a couple teams we're you're about to get killed. I'm sorry, rest in peace.
A&M only scored 3 more points in the playoffs this year than us.
They did.
Only 3.
Yeah, only 3 more.
We scored 0.
You weren't actually even in the playoffs, which is the thing.
Yeah.
It's not even you got to play.
That's the whole thing.
You skip the game.
Anytime when my friend from A&M gives me shit, I just fire that back. I was like, dude, congratulations on your playoff run. You scored 3 more points than we did that weekend. It's crazy.
Yeah. You actually lost somehow more than we did, and we didn't even play. You looked foolish, and everyone's like, oh, A&M? People coming in and A&M can do it. They can beat Miami. And then A&M was oh my God.
A&M, the worst part is I needed A&M to look good because it was okay, Miami and A&M, the 2 teams we lost to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they looked pretty good. Oh no, A&M fucking that A&M whole listen. Christian Grey fucked me. Haha, 50 Shades of Grey reference again because he just what a name. He screwed us on a hold on 4th down. But the missed hold where an offensive lineman is wrapping a leg of a defensive lineman that's run by him is so crazy. But that's how it fell. So it's just oh yeah, we lost, but I don't really think we should have. Because guess what? If we did win that game, with how good Notre Dame looked at the end of the season, I think we go against Miami, and I think it's neutral site. CJ Carr has way more experience. Maybe we have a shot at this thing. That defense started firing. Now, that's the SEC what if, right?
Also, like
another hypothetical playoff berth for Notre Dame.
As much as you know, I make fun of you for this, and as much as I give you shit for this, I think you're right. Like Notre Dame at the end of the season looked way better than the start of the season. I think they could have gone pretty far. Do I think they would have won the national championship? No, because I think Fernando.
Don't think anyone was stopping Indiana. Well, I don't think anyone was stopping Indiana.
Not only play wise, but like I think like the universe itself was like Fernando Mendoza must win this. Indiana must win this. Signetti must win this.
Fucking interview after the game where he's tearing up and the entire stadium is singing. I bring this up all the time. Fernando by ABBA is legitimately one of the most. That's got to be a top 5 feeling ever. I just completed the perfect season for college football. We went undefeated.
For a team that also was not great. Like
2 years ago, our team was one of the worst programs, considered one of the worst programs ever in college football history. I took that team to a national championship. We went undefeated. I won the Heisman, and I believe he won MVP of the final. I don't know if they do that.
I think he was. I don't know if he was, but if there was someone
he was that award actually. So I'm gonna take that one back. And now then he was the number 1 overall pick. He had the perfect college football season. That has to be a top 10 feeling of all time, right?
I don't like. Here's the thing with that. Do you think he spends the rest of his life chasing that high?
Well, let me tell you about something that I want to see because I don't think there's been a player to ever do this. I could be absolutely wrong. Has there ever been a player to win a Heisman, win a national championship, win a NFL MVP, and win a Super Bowl?
I mean, I feel like there has to be, but like
I don't know. Heismans don't really shake out in the. They do. Some do. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think so, man.
Well, you have to also factor in there's the national championship wasn't really a thing for a second, and then this is like going back in the day and Super Bowl. I'm gonna look this up for you and see if I can get. Google I was gonna give me something. Okay. Oh. No, he didn't. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let me check something real quickly. Hold on. Let me look. I'm sorry. This is horrible podcasting. And
no, it's okay. While you're Googling, I can talk about one of my other notes.
Well, I think did you say Heisman national championship and Super Bowl?
Heisman, Super Bowl. No, sorry. Heisman, national championship, MVP, Super Bowl. All 4 of those. Don't have to be in the same year. All 4 of those accolades.
Yeah. Well, I hope it.
The football slam is what they'd call it.
A grand slam. Okay, so Devonta Smith is the closest I think anyone's ever gotten. In that he has a national championship with Alabama. He actually has 2. A Super Bowl with the Eagles and a Heisman from 2020. Now, I don't think he'll ever win MVP.
He'd have to have a hell of a season to win MVP.
I'm looking at this. There's a lot of guys. There are a couple guys in here. So Reggie Bush. And we don't take away his Heisman. His Heisman is still his.
No, his Heisman, even though he's a USC piece of shit.
Well, he has 2 national titles, a Heisman and a Super Bowl with the Saints. Charles Woodson, Marcus Allen, and Tony Dorsett. And those are the only guys who have ever completed that at least. I don't think did Charles Woodson ever win? Did they have? Hold on. Did Charles Woodson ever win an MVP? And MVP. No, he's never named it. That makes sense.
Joe Burrow, healthy season, goes to win the Super Bowl. There we go. That's my best bet.
Would it count if he was the Big Ten most valuable player? If Charles Woodson was the Big Ten most valuable player?
No. It's got to be Heisman and it's got to be MVP of the NFL.
Yeah, so I don't think that anyone's ever that's almost like it feels almost impossible, but it will be done someday, obviously.
I mean, Burrow. He's got 2. He just needs the Super Bowl, which he went to and lost, and then he needs to be healthy so he can have an MVP season.
We have 5 minutes left before your food gets here. So let's just be honest with ourselves. Burrow's never going to win MVP.
Okay. All right. I'm willing to do a bet with you for his career.
Okay.
I get better odds, though, because it's way more likely that he won't. We'll think of something fun, not like money. But we'll think of something dumb or embarrassing that we can do within the next 10 years.
We'll talk about it. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Well, the bet is made though, because I don't think he's never going to win MVP. That's just my reading of the situation.
Fair enough.
Now, watch him win it next season. Be like, fuck.
Oh yeah, it'd be beautiful.
I did see a guy who did a 9999. It was like a 99999 challenge. It was like, He had to run 9 miles, eat 9 hot dogs in a day, eat 9 hot dogs, drink 9 beers, have 9 Zens, go down 9 ski slopes, take 9 shots of espresso.
Just keeps going.
It was a really long one. It was, as someone said, it was like, it was the challenge to have the most awesome day ever.
Yeah.
But then we can do something like that where it's like a 999 challenge, but like this insane 999 challenge.
Okay. I don't hate that.
So we were like 9 reps of 405 deadlift. I don't know. I'd probably spend more than that.
We can workshop it.
Yeah, we can workshop it. We'll fix it in post.
I got two notes for you real quick.
Let's hit you with it.
First off, I know I talked about egg on my face, but I am officially the girl or boy that looks at someone that is like a serial cheater and goes, I can fix them. Because that is essentially what happened with KD, where I've seen the same shit play out for 3 other teams. And then I was like, you know what? We're going to be the one that fixes all of this stuff. He's not going to be a problem here. And I have done nothing but look stupid since saying that.
Yeah. I think I made the point, and I think you came at me. And I don't know if anyone else did, but other people probably did. I think even maybe Blake said something. I don't know. Where I was like, listen, KD has never, as with relationships where, a cheater leaves a relationship in tatters. The person's broken. They have to do some work on themselves. Their next boyfriend or girlfriend has to work hard to make up for the fact that this person got cheated on. KD's never left a team where it's been better than when he got there. It's never a better situation. I mean, Devin Booker, does he exist? I don't know. That's kind of my go-to is when everyone's like, well, he's going to help young players. Devin Booker was right there for him to help. And I don't know if Devin Booker exists.
He's still the best player on the
He's best on the Suns, but he should be the best player far and away on like more than just the Suns. So I got a little shellacked for that. I like to say that my take was correct, that KD cannot be trusted. It's like whenever you see, that like, there's a guy I can think of. Well, like everyone likes a guy, and it's like you're like, I don't like this motherfucker. I don't like him at all. But you can't say it out loud.
I'm trying to think of who. I definitely have someone like that.
I have someone like that I remember from high school that we can talk about.
I want to hear it after the pod, but I'm sure there's a player or something.
There's probably a player there. I mean, I don't know.
Curry's probably the one. Everyone loves Curry. That man has given me PTSD because of what he did to us in the late 2010s with the Rockets. He is the scariest person I've ever seen in my entire life with a basketball in his hands because of what he does to my Astros or Rockets fandom.
I mean, there's just an the Steph Curry shot where you go, that like physically can't go in, like physics wise, unable to go in. It's going to break the laws of physics. And how sometimes like astrophysicists see a star, they're like, there's a star there. It breaks every law of physics, but we're just going to forget that exists. That's a thing. That's like Steph Curry.
There's a star there. It shouldn't be, but
whatever. It's like that with Steph Curry shots sometimes, where like you look at it and you go, that shouldn't go in. Like that's just like physics wise, that doesn't make any sense. There's something wrong with the world in that. There's a pocket right there, but it's going in. So that's 3 points. It's like every shot in the last 5 minutes of the USA France game from the 2024 Olympics, where it's like, oh my God, dude, like that shouldn't go.
Fun, Jordan.
I know.
I got like a couple minutes of just a couple minutes. I got like an hour and a half of just like, this is what it feels like. This feels so good.
It was the Danny DeVito. I get it now.
He would never miss 27 in a row.
Yeah. No, he would never miss. I mean, he's missed a lot in a row sometimes. But then you know what he does? He goes, "Oh, I'm not going to make 8 in a row. Like I'm just going to come back and do that." So
I got one more note. Unless you had anything left on
hit me with it.
The Katie stuff. So you know how fandoms get super defensive about like shows, movies, games, teams, like whatever it is that like they get super defensive. You know what? One group of people that I've never seen get mad at the internet for insulting their favorite show.
Who?
Family Guy fans.
I think they all know. They all know.
But like, I have the whole thing that like Family Guy is the perfect show if you consume it through TikTok or Reels, right? Like that's my whole thing. It's like, okay, I got the 2-minute joke. I don't have to sit through 20 minutes of shit that I don't find funny. And every time we posted something like that, instead of being like, oh man, you haven't given a chance and all this stuff. People are like, yeah, I just like I like the nuance and what else is going on. That's okay. We totally get it. And I'm just like, damn, like nothing gets to him. If I said that shit about like The Office,
oh Lord,
I would get slaughtered.
That it's okay. Yeah.
That it's fine. It's very funny TV show. I don't understand the cult following of this is the greatest TV show ever.
Because it's easy
because
enough
it's
humor.
Scrubs.
It's easy enough humor to be consumed by someone who doesn't really know what they're talking about. Quickly on that topic, question. I was thinking. I know I read the same comments you did. I did not see anyone's Family Guy fans. I saw them as Family Guy appreciators. Is there anyone out there who's actually a Family Guy fan? Like, do those exist? Who are like, oh boy, I have to check out the new episode of Family Guy on Fox, or is it just like people like us who are like, there are some good clips, but I'm never going to watch an episode.
I'll never, unless I'm like on a plane. If I'm on a plane and I'm just like running out of shit to do, it's fine.
Oh, see, you're different than me. I'll just raw dog it if that happens. I go on, like I flew on a flight to France. I was going to Italy, but it stopped in France. I mean, hour 7, I was like, I'm going to kill myself. I can't find anything enjoyable to watch or read. I'm just going to stare. I'm just going to start staring. And I stared at the back of the chair for like 2 hours.
See, you and I are very different people. If my wife, I'm doing this, I have to entertain myself for my own protection. Mm-hmm. Because if my wife had to put up with Brian raw dogging a flight, she would kill me. She would murder me because, self-admitted, Brian's bored. Brian's a menace. Brian just does stuff that just, I need to entertain myself somehow. Just bother. And she has 100%. This is bad. She has 100% before iPad kidded me before. She's watching something I think we were watching, she was watching something in the living room, and I came out and I was like, well, I'm kind of done in the office. I'm just going to lay out here. And I'm just like, oh, what are we watching? And I was just like sitting there and I was just like, ugh, dumb. And I'd like poke with her and then like mess with her. And then she'd be like, hey, how's that Pokemon White 2 playthrough going? I was like, oh, I haven't played that in a while. And I grabbed the DS from the fucking thing. I flipped it open. I started playing. And I like 5 minutes in, I just like looked up. I was like, did you just fucking did you just make me a tablet child? And she was like, yeah.
Yeah, she did. Honestly, great for her.
You got me.
Honestly, good for her.
Yeah.
That's how you know that's a healthy relationship right there. She knows how to stop you from being yourself sometimes when yourself is annoying. So that's awesome. Good for you two. I don't really have anything else.
Food just got dropped off.
Who just got? Oh yeah, that's why I was going to let you go. So Brian, any other thoughts other than I hunger?
No.
Well, okay. Brian,
humidity can suck my ass. That's my last thought.
Yeah. Sorry, this is a weird podcast, but we talked about sports somewhat.
Yeah, we actually talked about more sports than I thought we would.
It got better as time went on.
It was certainly not 2 weeks ago where we literally titled it the worst episode ever.
This will be like the middest episode ever. We'll call it that.
This is fine.
This is fine. This is
solid 3.5 stars.
I saw a post yesterday. It was like Fine Dental Group or something like that. Fine Dental Care. I was like, hey, how's your dentist appointment? It's like, oh, it was fine. That's this part of the podcast. It was fine. Brian, where can the people find you? You
can find me across all social medias at Auric Polaris, AURICPOLARIS, especially at twitch.tv/Auric Polaris and at Auric Polaris on YouTube. This week I plan on streaming either some Elden Ring, some more Balatro, or maybe Pico Park. If I can get a group together, Super Battle Golf, but that's looking bleak. Anyways, Jordan, where can the people find you?
Find me at Jordan Stotts on Twitter and across all social medias at Moon Sam Sports, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. X, sorry. Thank you so much for listening. We appreciate you liking, commenting, subscribing, whatever you can do on whatever platform you're on. We will see you next week.